All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1047, Alma case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Ms. Alma, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Here we go. Court is in session and things are about to get heated. A divorced mom is dragging her ex back to court, claiming he's hiding thousands of dollars in extra income. With 3 kids involved, this case is all about money, responsibility, and the truth. Who's really telling it straight? Let's dive in.
Well, we are currently divorced, and he's paying me child support. And lately, he's been doing a lot of extra, he's a bartender, and he's been doing a lot of extra parties for professional sports figures and making a lot more money than what he previously admitted to when we first got our divorce. He's making like around an extra $5,000 a month in tips from his bartending gigs. And I just feel like with 3 kids, we need to increase the child support. And he's not agreeing with me on that.
Mom wastes no time. She says her ex, a bartender, is pocketing an extra $5,000 a month in tips from celebrity parties. Yet, he's still only paying her $500 in child support for 3 kids. Do the math. $500 barely scratches the surface. Do you think she's right to push for more?
Well, if what you're saying is true, I would agree with you too. We need to increase that child support amount. And you said how many children?
3.
3 children. Okay. You said about $5,000 a month. And I have documents up here from your most recent court order. $500 a month?
Yes.
For 3 children?
For 3 children.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, I just think that he's denying the fact that he's making this additional money every month, and I think it's obvious everything he puts onto the media, buying drinks for people and buying shots, and he's at these high-profile parties, and I just think that he needs to do what's right for our kids, and it's hard to take care of that many kids.
The judge immediately raises eyebrows. 3 kids, Medicaid coverage, and only $500 a month? That doesn't sound fair. And Mom points out his flashy lifestyle, posting on social media, buying drinks, attending high-profile parties. She's painting a picture of a dad living large while kids struggle on the basics. Hypocrisy much?
Kids on $500 a month.
Right, right. Yeah, I would definitely agree. What about health insurance for these children?
They're on Medicaid.
Okay, all right. Sir, is there a reason, you're not supporting your children more? And first off, is what she's saying true?
Well,
what does that mean?
Sort of, yes, I do bartend for some celebrities sometimes.
So the answer is yes, that what she said is true, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And but I mean, they have done good so far. I thought $500 would be good. I mean, they have been doing great. I mean.
You think $500 is enough to raise children, and you're making an additional $5,000 a month?
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I bring them clothes, from time to time. That helps them,
That's called parenting.
Backpacks.
Parenting.
Laptops.
Parenting.
Yes, Your Honor. And
When it's Dad's turn, he admits it. Yes, he makes thousands more from private gigs, but then he tries to spin it, saying he buys the kids clothes from time to time. The judge cuts him down quick. That's not generosity. That's just called parenting. What do you think? Does buying a backpack here and there count as support?
I mean, honestly, being a bartender, my income is not fixed. So, I'm always saving for a rainy day. That's why I don't want to part with a lot of my money, my savings. I want to keep some of that money for the future. And
Your children's future.
Well, yes, yeah, that too.
Right, so that means you shouldn't have a problem paying the additional amount based on your income.
Well, what if I lose my job, Your Honor?
What if I lose mine?
For me. Well, true, but I mean.
Yeah, I've got 3 kids.
Well,
Works
we got
both ways.
3 kids. I mean, we got them.
Well, it feels like I have 3 kids. since you're not really doing a
them
part.
from time to time. You know, I was there last month. I took them for the entire weekend, and
Oh, you took them for one weekend. You took your children for one long weekend
yes, ma'am.
parenting.
Yes, I mean,
Right.
my
You're
job.
not going to get a medal for that. That's what you should do as a parent. You should take your children for long weekends. You should buy them backpacks. You should buy them laptops.
Dad backpedals, saying he's just trying to save for a rainy day. But the judge isn't having it. She reminds him, your kid's future is that rainy day. And when he brags about taking them for one weekend, ouch. The judge claps back. You don't get a medal for doing the bare minimum. Parenting isn't a part-time gig.
You should buy their clothes. That's what a parent does. And that's not even a good parent. That's basic parenting. Good parenting goes above and beyond those things that I just said. You haven't said anything about going above and beyond. And based on what she's saying, these children are with her most of the time. Do you think about how her expenses increase with your children always being with her? $500? That's probably enough to cover groceries, if that.
Well, that might be true, but you have to consider this. I work almost every day, and
I do too.
I don't get a break. And you know, parenting the kids, that takes a lot of effort, and sometimes I don't feel like I'm up for it. You know, I'm tired, and so and I have already taken a lot of time off. You know, for those parties, for the celebrity parties, I have to work extra hours, and so man.
You haven't said anything that moved me. You just gave a bunch of excuses, quite frankly. You didn't deny anything that she just said. So you are in agreement that you're making about $5,000 a month for these private parties, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all I.
Now Dad shifts into excuse mode, claiming long work hours, exhaustion, and needing rest. But the judge isn't moved. She points out he hasn't denied a single thing Mom said. In fact, he basically confirmed he makes the money. Sometimes silence isn't golden, it's an admission.
Needed to know. And it is true that these children are on Medicaid, correct?
Yes.
And you only have 3 children?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to modify your child support today, Mr. Alma. It's the right thing to do. You're going to have to pull from that savings that you're saving for yourself and start saving for these children's future, as well as taking care of them monthly. You got it? All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to base your child support off of that $5,000 a month, which will put your salary around $60,000. Like I said, gross is $5,000. That brings your net down to $4,101.87. Do you have any other children outside of these 3?
No, ma'am. That's the only children that I have.
Okay. All right. And then I'm going to do 9% of your gross for the reimbursement to Medicaid, which comes out to about $450. Do you have access to private health insurance? Can someone at one of these private parties get you some health insurance for these children?
I can try.
Well, I would suggest that you do, because I think that you can find health insurance a lot cheaper than $450, okay? So $450 plus your monthly child support obligation comes out to $1,680 a month.
And here comes the hammer. The judge recalculates his support based on that $5,000 extra income. His new obligation, $1,680 a month, a massive jump from the old $500. Plus, she tells him to explore private health insurance instead of relying on Medicaid. The days of excuses are officially over.
Okay? You have any questions about that?
No, I understand.
Okay, it's the right thing to do. So I would hope you do understand. You have 3 kids. You have to take care of them beyond backpacks and everything that we've already discussed. Mom needs some assistance too, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
The judge drives it home. Support isn't just about backpacks and weekend visits. It's about stability, health care, and real contributions. For once, Mom walks away with validation and a better future for the kids.
Thank you. You're welcome. Hi guys, it's me, Judge Vonda B. I wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the Alma case. Mom and Dad are already under an existing court order where Dad was ordered to pay $500 in child support for their 3 children. Well, Mom had evidence that Dad was making about $5,000 a month from doing private parties. Remember guys, in Texas, you can calculate someone's child support based on their net resources. Dad didn't dispute that he was doing these parties and making that money. He actually agreed with Mom. Also, something key to remember, evidence comes in various forms. A document itself is evidence, but guess what? It's not the only type of evidence. Testimonial evidence is also evidence as well. So there was no dispute in the amount of money that Dad was bringing in. His child support was based on his testimony, and it's that simple.
Judge Vonda wraps it up with a clear lesson. Evidence isn't just papers, it's testimony too. Dad's own words were enough to seal the deal. In Texas, child support is based on net resources, and he left the judge no wiggle room by admitting everything. Talk about your own testimony coming back to bite you. So there it is. Dad thought $500 was enough, but the court disagreed. Now he's on the hook for more than triple that. Do you think the judge made the right call? Should parents be forced to pay more if their income suddenly jumps? Let me know in the comments. And if you love seeing courtroom truth bombs like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Until next time, stay tuned for more real cases with real drama.